Can a little battery-powered portable PA be this small and still manage to be loud enough for busking? The Sheeran Busker promises just that, so let's check it out. Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily, and you will never know just how beautiful you are to me. That's an Ed Sheeran quote because I'm here with the Sheeran Busker, a pint-sized portable battery-powered PA that promises 200 watts of power and retails at $349 USD. If you watch this video and decide that this is definitely for you, I'll have affiliate links in the video description. Just popping in to let you know that In Music sent me the Sheeran Busker and sponsored this video. So huge thank you to In Music. So first thing, this is the front, and yes, it really is this small. When I took it out of the box, I was genuinely shocked. But it can stand flat, it can tilt back like that, it can be mounted to a pole, it can be laid like a monitor wedge. So there are several ways already to use this little guy. But again, let's look at the back here. Everything's already on. I already have some inputs plugged in. So starting on the upper left here, we have main volume and a switch to turn phantom power on or off. I have it on because right now I'm actually using a condenser microphone that's up there. You just can't see it. It's off camera, but it's right above my head. To the right here, we have some speaker controls with 4 defaults, actually 3 defaults. These are essentially all EQ functions. You can create custom EQs within the app, and we will get to that. Right below that, we have FX Select, which will be applied to both channels 1 and 2. We can go ahead and cycle through those on vocal, keeping in mind that I'm not a singer, so please be nice to me. Right now we are on bypass. We have a couple of hall reverbs. Wow, that is a lot of reverb. A delay. Nice. This is also a delay. I think this is probably a chorus. Probably not popular on vocals. This will be a flanger. Probably also not super duper popular on vocals, but kind of fun to have. Now we're into some room reverbs. We have a couple of these, 3 room reverbs to be exact. Now we're to the plate reverbs. Plate, plate, plate. I imagine there are 3 different sizes of plates. The first one sounded bigger, medium, small. And this is a chorus and reverb. And this is a chorus and reverb. We're going to bypass that again just for now because we don't really need it right now. Below effects, we have RCA out for recording and an XLR mix out. I'm actually using the XLR mix out. Moving towards the center, we see the Sheeran Busker's 3 channels. We have dual XLR and 1/4 inch for mic or direct audio, and a 3rd channel that can accommodate an 1/8 inch aux input, Bluetooth playback, or can be used to link 2 speakers together. As we mentioned, channel 1 has phantom power and can switch from mic to line. 2 can go between instrument and line. We have channel volume at the top, input type switch below it on channels 1 and 2, FX level below that, again on channel 1 and 2, and at the bottom of each of them we have our inputs. Channel 3 is a little bit different. Again, we have volume at the top and a physical input at the bottom, but we have 2 buttons in the middle. The top is for Bluetooth pairing and the second is for linking to another speaker. For channel 3, I've gone ahead and linked to a Bluetooth device, my phone. I will show you that later. There are a few things you can do with Bluetooth. You could use this as a big party speaker so you can just play a playlist at an event, which really makes this especially useful. The other thing you can do with it is like backing track. So if you want to, say, have all the other sims from a recording session, bass, drums, lead guitar, and you just want to hold it down with your acoustic guitar and your vocals, you can do that. You can also use the official app, which offers a, quote, more dynamic experience. And I will show you that app later, I promise. Finally, on the end here, we have a battery indicator, next to which is a power saver function. The power saver reduces the output, helping the Sheeran Busker last longer. And at the top here, we also have a USB charge right there, which is wonderful if you're streaming on TikTok or using charts from an iPad and want to keep, charged up. I do think it's too bad this isn't a USB out for recording, but I'm happy to have a charger. And finally, we have power input. That's an IEC cable and an on button. One thing I didn't cover with regards to speaker use is this button right here. This button by default lets you scroll through those EQ settings. So if you are using it with a sub, you can select that. If you have it pole mounted, you can select that. If you're using it as a monitor, you select that, or you can use your own EQ settings with the phone. But when you hold it down, and it takes a second, you can see the volume levels of your different channels. So we could go and scroll down or up, down or up. This is important because these are actually just completely free spinning controls. They don't start and stop like you might be used to on a guitar pedal or a volume knob. I'm gonna go ahead and move to the app. It was super easy to set this app up for the first time, so nothing major to report there. It found the Bluetooth on my phone and paired to it really easily, and then once I opened the app, it recognized the Busker instantaneously, so that was great. But right off the bat, we see main volume and volume per channel. So it's a lot easier to dial that in via the app, I think. We also have speaker modes, the same ones I just covered earlier, noting that you can use a custom one, so you would just have to go through that EQ process on your own. Under effects, we just have FX level, so no adding chorus to guitar and reverb to your vocals separately as far as I can tell. You can mute them or mute the effect at least. So at least there's that. The best part of this app, I think, is channel EQ. It's nothing crazy. It's a super simple EQ, lows, mids, highs, 6 decibels up or down, but it's better than nothing. One last thing before we get into sound samples. This thing is small, so obviously the question would be, is it loud enough? And I really think it is. I'm surprised at the volume it can get, which is an impressive amount, and it wasn't breaking up at all. I was really blasting this thing in my living room earlier. It also sounds pretty true to the recorded music I played through it, backing tracks, for example. It's hard for me to say if this would be loud enough in every scenario. A loud subway platform, for example, that could be iffy just in general, and unfortunately that's not something that I'm able to test out. So let's try it with some acoustic guitar and see how it sounds. Obviously that's no effects, so let's try and going through some of them. So, I've kind of got a little sound going. Maybe I should try to do a little song though. I'm not much of a singer, so again, be nice to me. I've been living in Moscow, I've been living in the Snowden house, I've been staring out upon the white of the world. I've been speaking with Gabriel, the man is a talker, but the stories he tells, they will burn in your soul, this much I know. Michael, he's writing a song for me about how he's gonna have to set me free. Ends all the pain that he's had. I'm not gonna be able to auto-tune this. Those Cincinnati streets, and I'm just hoping that you'll stick around, even while I wander all around this town, or when I hide beneath the sheets. Just follow me, follow me. I wrote that song when I was 18 and I haven't played it live in a long time, so hope I did okay. Should I turn off? I'm gonna leave the effects on. My final thoughts are this thing is small but mighty. It might not have a ton of features, but it has everything I think you would need to, as the name suggests, or promises rather, busk. It can double as a great party speaker, and I think the price at $349 is right. I do wish that the app allowed you to have a little bit more control, like run separate effects on channels 1 and 2, but the effects it does have are very nice. If you are a simple singer-instrumentalist, I think it's a solid value that you'll get a lot of use out of, both while performing and at home or at a party. One thing I would add is that I wish it had a little bit of feedback control, especially since the idea is that you can use one of these as a monitor wedge. Again, I'm using a condenser microphone, so it's not surprising that while I was getting levels, I was having to be a little bit more mindful of the feedback. I don't think that would be as big of a problem outside, but nobody likes feedback. If you liked this video, please check out the video on the screen. In it, I play some extremely weird vintage gear that I really regret not buying. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and check out the video description for affiliate links. Thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye. Goodbye.